Welcome in to Sunday Night Live. I'm Dr. Cija Ebeling, and tonight's topic, we're going to start at the top of the hour, which is in just a couple more minutes. I'm going to give a couple minutes for people to start coming in. We're going to be talking about the chakras and the energy. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We'll be starting here shortly. We're going to discuss your chakras and energy blockages and how to fix that on your own. Right now, I'm just clearing out the space before we begin. With some Palo Santo. Give a few minutes here. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you on a Sunday evening. Thanks for spending some time with me. We'll be talking about chakras here shortly. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, I would love for you to learn. We're going to be talking about that shortly. When our energy centers are out of alignment, what they do, what they're responsible for, maybe some crystals that can help with the healing of your energy centers and essential oils. If that is your vibe, then you're going to want to stay tuned. So we're going to get a couple more minutes for people to join in, and then we'll just dive right into the topic. So thank you for coming in. If for some reason that you have to leave and you can't stay for the entire hour, no problem. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel tomorrow, and I should put a link in the link tree as well for this particular session. And so yeah, where's everybody from? Where are you watching me from? Curious to know. I'm in Colorado. Feel free to enter, and I'm not going to be stalking you. No worries, no worries. I'm just curious to how far this is reaching. Welcome in, Florida. Good. Good, good. Indiana. Sweet. Hello, everyone. Those of you coming in, we're just talking about where we're from. Hey, Mariah. Good to see ya. If you feel comfortable sharing where you're from, I'm just curious to how far this TikTok is reaching. Butterfly Kisses says, my grandson says hi and wants to know if you'll give him a very hard math equation. I'd have to think on that one, actually. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about the energy centers and the energy, when it gets blocked, what it's going to feel like, and how to work that out. Holly says she's from North Carolina. Welcome in, everyone. All right, so we are at the top of the hour, and today's topic is the chakras and energy centers, which are basically the same thing. So your body has multiple chakras, but we are going to be focusing on the 7 main, the body chakras. Says thanks anyway. Okay, hello from Vegas. Well, hello from Colorado. Welcome in, welcome in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the bottom and work our way to the top. So at the bottom of your spine, this is where the root chakra or energy center is located. And this is your connection to feeling secure, and you're grounded, and the will to live. So if you're feeling like you're insecure or disconnected, maybe you're feeling a lot of fear, this energy center at the tailbone area is out of alignment. And when this is blocked, some physical signs of blockages going on in the root would be constipation or fatigue. And on the emotional scale, you'll feel a bit spacey and unsafe, basically. A lot of fear going on. So some ways that we can heal that, if you aren't able to tap into going to a sound bath or something, for instance, the root chakra is associated with the color red, which holds the same frequency. And so you'll want to work with crystals or stones that are red. Examples of this would be the ruby, the garnet, the fire agate, the bloodstones, the red jasper, and also those that are grounding stones. These aren't red. These are stones like the black obsidian, black tourmaline, black agate, like what I'm wearing right now. These are also for protection. It's for grounding and protection. Hematite is also really good for grounding as well. So those are really good crystals to use. But if you're wanting to heal that area with essential oils, you're going to want to probably get a hold of some myrrh, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, and spikenard. I don't know how to say that right. Forgive me, spikenard. I've never smelt it myself, and I've never even seen it, but this is the information that I researched today for today's session. Some foods that are really good to help cedarwood. We'll get to that. These are just off the top of my head. Could there be more? Absolutely. More crystals? Absolutely. Those that are red in color, or those that are black, or like a grounding color, browns, very earthy colors are definitely good for the root. So some foods that are really good for healing the root chakra would be beets, pomegranate, and apples, red apples. So foods that are red for the root. So let me think what else I can... Those are signs of blockages. We already went over that. So next up, if you're moving up the spine, right above the tailbone, but below the navel or the belly button, is the sacral energy center. Beets are good for you. Absolutely they are. I love beets, and I love pickled beets too. So the sacral energy center is associated with the color orange. This is your creative center. This is your connection with your emotions, your creative expression, your sexuality and abundance. And so when you have blockages, yes, orange hearts, thanks Holly. When there are blockages, some signs would be maybe painful periods, infertility. This is something that I had to deal with early on in my first marriage. It also affects your libido. So you'll either have a low or a high libido when it's there's a blockage going on. So because we're dealing with the color orange, the sacral, you'll want to eat orange foods like oranges, carrots, some nuts and seeds that are of that color as well. Some crystals to use for the healing is one of my favorites. It's carnelian. It's like an orangey red color. It's beautiful. And let's see, we have amber, we have moonstone, which is not necessarily orange, but it's like an iridescent. When you move it around, you can see the iridescence in it, and you can pick up some oranges here and there. You'll have, let's see, orange tourmaline, sunstone, coral. Those are all really good stones. And like I said, these are just naming a few. There could be absolutely more than that. So don't just think, oh my gosh, I'm only limited to this. No, you're not. There's an abundance of stones and crystals that are really good for this sacral chakra. Some oils that you want to use, essential oils, would be the ylang ylang, the lemon, patchouli, rosewood, sandalwood. Let's see. Yeah, so you'll feel when you have a block in your creativity, like you used to be creative, maybe you used to be an artist, and you used to love to paint or make music. When you're feeling out of touch with that, this is when this area is out of alignment. Respect to all says jasmine. That is a beautiful scent, and I love that too. Good for sacral chakra. So thank you for that input. And Mariah says patchouli is my favorite. I love patchouli too. I love patchouli. Especially if someone's walking past me in the store and my nose goes, and I want to follow them down the aisle, but I control myself. I can control myself. This is probably why it's connected to the sacral, because it does affect the libido. It's like a little aphrodisiac, you know? All right. Let's move up the spine to just above the belly button, but below the ribs is the solar plexus. And this is associated with the color yellow. So I'm sure you guys can guess what kind of foods are associated to help with the healing of that. Solar plexus has to do with your standing in your power, your confidence, and your self-esteem. So when you're lacking any of that, you're going to feel a bit of out of alignment with that. So some signs of a blockage would be poor digestion, some low blood sugar. You'll have low self-esteem, lack of willpower. You know, those thoughts that, why am I even here? Why am I even alive? This has all to do with the solar plexus. Thank you for the yellow hearts, Mariah, in the comments there. Some crystals that are really good for the solar plexus would be citrine, amber, yellow topaz, yellow tiger's eye, yellow agate, and rutilate. I can't even say the word. Rutilated quartz. There you go. Foods that can help with healing of this area would be corn, obviously, yellow sweet peppers, yellow lentils, bananas. And like I said, these are just a few of different, this is just going to give you an idea of what you can do to help heal that area, to gain more confidence. Carrying around some yellow agate or yellow jasper even in your pocket, or and just affirmations are extremely helpful for the solar plexus, especially if they're affirmations like the I am powerful, I am worthy, I am love, you know, all the things that help build your confidence. Lydia said, did you figure out the straw man thing? I'm actually in the process of doing stuff about that right now. But right now, I'm talking about chakras and energy, but I could probably do a live on that topic as well once I get more familiar with that. So thank you for asking that, and let me know that you listen to me. All right, so moving on up to the heart space. This is associated with the color green and pink. Pink is also the color of unconditional love. And so when we, the heart chakra has to do with being connected with ourselves and self-love and compassion for others. So Holly said that would be a great topic, the straw man. And they might take it down. That's what I'm saying. It's such controversial stuff that TikTok might not like that. Self-concept affirmations. Yes, thank you for that, Angel Star. Okay, we're on the heart now. So some really good crystals for that would be rose quartz, obviously. Rose quartz is pink, and so pink is unconditional love. Colors that are green in color, or crystals that are green in color, like emerald, green tourmaline, jade, green calcite, green kyanite, aventurine, and green peridot. These are all really good crystals for healing the heart space. Like I said, this is not all of them. There are more. These are just examples. Yeah, Mariah says, yeah, they wouldn't want me to talk about it and they'd flag my account for sure, for sure. So some physical signs of blockage of the heart chakra would be heart disease and high blood pressure, lack of empathy for others, and a fear of intimacy, and also jealousy. This can create a blockage in the heart. So some really good oils for this would be rose, obviously, like rose quartz, geranium, neroli, bergamot, lavender, melissa, which is also lemon balm. There's the same thing, and lang lang. So some foods that are really good for the heart chakra would be broccoli, obviously, kale, leafy greens, anything that's green. Well, healthy foods anyway, not green Skittles or Lifesavers. That's not gonna, I mean, yeah, all that sugar, we don't want to put that in our bodies, but that creates inflammation. So Angel Source says that when I think of the heart, I see dark emerald green. Putting your hand on your heart would be nice. Absolutely. I do this all the time when I talk, because I talk through my heart. And I'm sure those of you who've watched my lives enough know that that's how I speak. I speak from love. and just love for humanity in general. So, all right, heart. We're going to move up now to the throat chakra, which is all about communication, obviously, because you use your throat to voice your opinion, speak your truth, self-expression, and communicating our needs. This usually, physical signs of a blockage would be throat problems or sore throat, strep throat or something. You can't express your feelings. Your heart and mind are disconnected. So, like I said, this is associated with the color blue. Blue is the throat chakra. So eating foods that are of the color blue would be the blueberries and kelp. Oh man, sometimes you can find some green, bluish green spirulina or chlorella. I take that all the time. That's really good. Crystals that are good for the throat would be turquoise, blue kyanite, aquamarine, celestine. Oh man, that's one of my favorites. Iolite, sodalite, and lapis lazuli or lapis lazuli. Tomato, however you pronounce it. But isn't this pretty? This is celestine. It's like a bluish, you can see the blue color in it. It sits in my office. If you've ever been in my office, you could see around me that I have a lot of blues in my office because I am a communicator. And it really does help with speaking my truth and just being a mouthpiece for love. Let's see. Some essential oils that are really good for the throat chakra would be lavender, rosemary, frankincense, German chamomile, and hyssop. I think I'm saying that right. I've never smelt it or used it before, but if you've never used essential oils before, you can either use it in a diffuser or you can blend it with another oil, because sometimes these are really, if they're straight essential oils, you're going to want to dilute it a little bit if you're going to put it on your hands, but you'll rub it on your palms and just take it in and just breathe it in, and your body will respond immediately. I mean, when you smell this. Minja says hyssop is nice. You know what? I might go out and look for that and get some for my house. But let's see. Angel Star says my throat chakra was open during one of my meditations with forgiveness. Good. Yes. I love that feedback. Let's see. Moving on up to the center of the forehead. This is the third eye chakra, or energy center, whatever you want to call it, is correct for you. This is about trusting your inner vision and intuition. This is how your higher self communicates with you through the crown and comes through the third eye. It's about inner vision. This is what when you dream at night, you're using your third eye. This is how you can see images without your eyes being open. And this is also when I do past life regression, this is how information will come in for most people. They'll see the vision being dropped into their mind and they're able to access that and interpret that. But when you're closed off from the third eye, you're going to have physical symptoms like headaches, depression, hormonal imbalance. You're also going to have poor intuition. That voice in your head that gives you insight is not even going to be a part of your experience in life. You just disconnect from it. So good way to, like I said, heal that would be, the third eye is associated with the color indigo. So some really good crystals for this healing would be the lapis lazuli, however you want to pronounce it, amethyst, fluorite, the pediolite, tanzanite, clear quartz, star sapphire, and kyanite. I've never physically seen a star sapphire, but I've seen pictures of it, and I can't wait to actually find a place that carries it and have some for myself. Some really good essential oils for third eye would be lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood. Let's see. Some really good foods for this would be blueberries, purple potatoes, and purple grapes. They have a really deep bluish purple color, which is the color of indigo. And if you don't have access to the crystals or the essential oils or the foods, wearing these colors, if you're not blocked or overactive, are really good to wear as well. So just check in with yourself. A good example of an overactive throat chakra is if you talk too much. I'm just trying to be nice. I have a son that talks too much. Because he never lets anyone else talk. He's just talk, and you can never, I mean, I don't know if he even breathes. He's just breathing as he's talking, I don't know. But as soon as I bring out the throat chakra bowl and I start playing that, he just kind of, it really helps if you have access to crystal singing bowls. But if you don't, wearing the color, eating those foods, the crystals, the essential oils, these are all different ways. There's not one particular way that's going to fit for everyone. So whatever you're drawn to most is going to be the best healer for you. Mariah says, LOL, I have one too. Are you talking about an overactive throat chakra? Okay. Hit on the third eye. Let's move up to the crown, the top of the head. This is your connection to the divine. So when you're feeling brain fog or lack of focus, maybe you have some learning difficulties, you're feeling depression. This is affecting the crown chakra. Some physical signs of blockage would be poor sleep. Maybe you have difficult time meditating. Maybe you have, maybe you feel disconnected from your body. And this happened to me when in the early stages of my awakening. I felt like I was watching my life from above myself. Literally, I felt like I wasn't in my body. I was watching myself drive down the road to my daughter's concert. It was extremely, it was such a weird feeling. I actually told my therapist about it. And she started laughing at me. And she's like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're going through an awakening. And boom, those words in that session completely changed my life, and is why I'm here today in this position that I'm in right now, is because I took off with that information. I went down the rabbit hole this way and this way and this way, and I wanted to know everything all at once. And I remember being upset not knowing everything, or not remembering, I should say. We already know everything. We just have to tap into that memory, and you can do that through meditation. And like I said, if you have difficulty meditating, it means the crown chakra is out of alignment. And so wearing purples or violets. Some good crystals for the crown would be the amethyst, the Herkimer diamond, the labradorite, which is my favorite stone. Oh, thank you for the heart, Holly. The moonstone, selenite, and kunzite. Some really good essential oils for this. Celestite, sapphire, amethyst. Yes, all of those too. Like I said, these are only just examples. There are so many more that I haven't written down. If you just Google stones that are violet or purple, these are really great for the crown chakra. And labradorite is not necessarily purple, but it's an iridescent stone like the moonstone. And when you move it around, you can see all kinds of different colors. And this is really good for the third eye and the crown chakra, because it has the blues and sometimes even the oranges, but you sometimes will see the purples in there as well. But it's really good for your intuition and inner sight. The crown, let's see, good foods. Obviously, violet or purple foods are the plums and eggplant. And I'm sure you can find many other fruits and vegetables that are purple that will help with the healing of the crown chakra. Oil, let's see, did I go over oils? Frankincense, peppermint, sandalwood, and lotus are really good essential oils for the crown. This is probably why I'm drawn to those scents more than others. I really love the peppermint. I use that a lot in my salves, not because it does smell good, but it really, I make pain salves, and so when you add peppermint into the mix, it gives that cooling feeling, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels so good. That and the eucalyptus oil, I use that a lot in my salves, and I've not experienced the smell of lotus yet, but I do love sandalwood and frankincense. Sandalwood is a really good calmer. If you are one that has a lot of anxiety, sandalwood is really good for stress and anxiety too. Feeling high strung, that's also indication that your root chakra is out of balance. Are there physical things that happen to the body besides the physical signs that I have given? Absolutely. You know, migraines have to do with the crown. You know, when you have vision problems and you can't see, this is all about third eye energy center. Not being able to talk or speak your truth, or maybe you have stuttering going on and you're really nervous about speaking up. Maybe you feel like you're not being heard, or what you have to say isn't important. This is all have to do with the throat chakra, thyroid issues, throat chakra, heart disease, heart chakra, you know what I mean? Wherever it is on the body, up or down. And I will actually, let me show you something that you can Google yourself. This isn't my cheat sheet, but if you ever Google the 7 chakra cheat sheet, you'll find probably this in the information that comes up. And it'll go over, you know, the elements involved in that. I could certainly talk about that too, but it'll give you the balanced and unbalanced chakra, what it would feel like. But yeah, that kind of wraps that up. And we're only at 7:24. I have plenty more to talk about if you'd like to talk about. Last week I brought out the dowsing rods and we had people asking questions. But before I do that, if you've been watching it this whole time and you have questions about your energy centers, hello Donna, thanks for joining my live, love you. And Angel Star says, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm learning. I don't know everything about everything yet. I'm still tapping into that ancient knowledge and wisdom. I feel like you cleared my chakras. Well, you know what? Talking about them, and when you visualize those colors too, that also helps with the healing of the chakras. So this is what I have when people come to my sound baths, when I use my crystal singing bowls, I have them visualize those colored energies spinning in that area. This can also help release that blockage. That's why colors, they hold that same frequency. So closing your eyes and bringing that frequency in by just visualizing that color is extremely powerful. So, Minja says, hi, angels do. Okay, any questions on the chakras or the energy centers? You know, sometimes we go throughout our day and we end up getting tired. If we pay attention to our language, like, oh my gosh, I have no energy to do anything anymore, that's an indication that your energy centers are out of alignment. So figuring out where in the body that you're really fatigued. But if you remember me talking about it, when the physical sign of the root chakra, if it's out of alignment, is fatigue. So getting out to nature, grounding yourself either with the crystals or putting your bare feet on the ground is really going to anchor you in, and it's going to draw out all that negative energy too. The earth carries a negative charge, so when you put your feet on the ground, it takes it right out of you. Thanks for the hearts, Mariah. That was so cute. Thank you for that. You get the #1 gifter badge. Any questions? Thank you for following, Terry. Appreciate that. If there are no questions, we will have a time to ask questions here, because I'm going to pull out my dowsing rods. And also, a really good, if you love talking about energy and working with your hands, I highly recommend becoming a Reiki energy healer. I'm a master Reiki teacher. I don't do a lot with my hands that way. It's not my strong gift. Mine is the sound healing and past life regression, but there are so many people that love working with their hands and healing, being the catalyst for the healing in others, whether it's through distance or one-on-one. Mariah says, my chakras are a mess. That's all I know. Well, now you have more information on how to work through them. Even just visualizing the colors in your mind. Junebug. I just started learning Reiki. Good. It's powerful stuff. I want to talk about, the other day I was actually in the auto shop and I was waiting to get my truck back. They were doing some repairs on it. And I was sitting there and I had a friend reach out. Holly, she's in the chat too. She's like, let me do distance Reiki on you. I'm like, okay, I give you permission. And within a few seconds, almost instantly, my pain completely went away. And I am a Reiki practitioner, but I don't practice as much as I probably should because like I said, I push my energy through my heart. But Reiki, we use hands. But this particular friend, I'm just going to, Holly in the chat there, within a second or two, my pain from sitting in the chair, it was pretty severe at the time, immediately went away. And I started breaking down. The person sitting next to me, I was like, okay, I'm bawling here at the auto shop. Let me go to the bathroom and clean my face off. And it was such a release. And if you've never had Reiki done, I highly recommend finding an amazing practitioner. And Angels does awesome at Reiki as well. That's my teacher in the chat there. So, yes. It all comes from love. Absolutely. Missy says, out of the heart like a Care Bear. That's exactly how I visualize it, honestly. The Funshine Bear, the rainbow, that is my Care Bear. And I actually dress up as the Care Bear sometimes for Halloween with my kids. It's what I do. Missy loves them too. Good. So, with that, let me pull these out. We had a lot of fun last week working with the dowsing rods. Holly, if you're in the room watching, you asked me to ask my rods a question earlier, and I don't remember what it was. I have to go in my phone to look, but I'm using it right now to do my live, so I can't access that. But if you remember the question I'm supposed to ask, write it in the chat if it wasn't too personal. And I'm going to ask it real quick now that I have access to my rods. Angel Star says, I never seen anyone use the rods. Well, you are in for a treat because I want you to start thinking of yes or no questions. And we can do it. You can ask as many as you want. But I'm going to start here in just a moment. I'm going to ask my own question first. As soon as Holly reminds me of what that question was earlier. Kit Kat, Catty Cat. That's a cool name. 114-mile-an-hour winds here in Texas. A couple tornadoes. Crazy scary here, y'all. I've lived in Texas, and I remember being scared of tornadoes as well. Donna says, what part of Texas? You know what? I'm just going to send love to that area, to your root chakra, because that's where the fear is when you feel insecure and scared. It's affecting your root chakra, the panhandle. Okay, she says. So, Holly, I don't know if you were able to access the question from earlier. So she says, the cards I pulled for us, did they just fly out? Okay. All right, these, if you haven't seen them being used before, these are dowsing rods, and they work with the higher self. So you can ask yes or no questions. You can find things like water. People use them to find water. I use them to help me find keys. The other day, Holly said she used them to find something else. Or she asked them the other night for something in her household, and her dowsing rods gave her the correct information. So how these work is that you hold them still. If you can see, they're on a little swivel. They're little copper, and this is, as you can see, you know, when I hold it, if I'm holding it still, I don't have any control over the rod. And so what happens is, if you've ever studied kinesiology, which is muscle testing, you'll understand how the higher self works with these particular tools. And so what happens you just hold it still out in front of you, and I'm going to ask it questions. I try to make them neutral. So neutral is straight ahead. Yes is crossing like this. As you can see, my hands are not moving. The rods are doing all the work. No is open up like this. Thank you for working with me and showing that. So what you do is you ask questions. And so, let's see. The cards that were pulled earlier by Holly, I wish I could remember more about that, but okay, I'm just going to ask yes or no. Just give me yes or no on the cards from earlier. And it can take a moment. So yes, yes. Whatever that question was is a yes. So, was it an accurate reading? Yes. So, you can't go any more than that. That's crossed. Now, if it was open like that, it would be no. So, we can start with asking questions if you guys have some. Yes or no questions. Thank you for the roses, Holly. I would like to know, and a lot of us light workers have been feeling this big shift coming next month. Is this shift coming in the middle of March? Yes. And Kitty Cat says, will my surgery go well on Tuesday? Yes. Yes. Good question, good question. It's always a scary thing going into, you never know what's going to happen with that, but rest assured, things are going to go well. Thank you, Pauline, for the roses. Appreciate that. Did my son have a seizure this morning? Yes. Took a while, but yes. So I would recommend getting that checked out if you haven't already seen someone for that. Sending healing vibes your way. Oh, that's so cute. People sending people in the comments love and healing vibes. I love doing these lives because you guys are so compassionate, and I love that. Oh wow, thank you. Hello, Amber. Oh my gosh. How are you doing? I haven't seen or heard from you in a long time. Welcome into my live. I love watching your kids grow up in your TikTok videos. Do the spirits see a future with Matt and me? That is a no. Nope. Sorry. Sometimes it's actually for the better. We may not see that right now, but a year or two down the line, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that it didn't go the way I wanted it to at that time. Sometimes there's always a lesson in everything. Okay. Donna wants to know, will this shift coming affect everyone? Oh, thank you for neutralizing. Will the shift affect everyone? No. Wow. Wow. I didn't ask that earlier, so thank you for that question. Let's talk about love. Will I meet new love? Of course you didn't. Donna, you know that. But thank you for the question. Now everybody else does too. Will I meet a new love? Yes. Yes. Whoa, a big yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Any more questions? This is fun. I love doing this because I don't know the answers until it comes out. Dolores Cannon talked about that. Yes. Lots of shifting and moving into the new earth. Talking about shifting, you're going to start... I'm so sorry. It feels like someone's right outside my door and there's not supposed to be anyone here. Oh, it's just the wind though. My root chakra is being a little bit tickled. Okay. Hold on. Some of these questions are coming in fast. So, Minja wanted to know, is my wife faithful to me? Yeah. Yeah. And then Pauline wants to know, is my husband faithful? That would be no. However, there may be an explanation. I hate these answers, but sometimes, that makes my stomach flip-flop. It's never fun to hear that. Let me catch up on my questions here. So this is a tool like the pendulum. Yes, but I mean, you can see it's very, very, if you're having a difficult time with pendulum, this is a really good alternate tool to use. So Jadis, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Jadis Moon, did my sister pass away last week from natural causes? Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Natural causes. No. Oh, that just gave me chills. That's not a fun answer. Those are tough questions, and I encourage you to just hold on to your heart right now. Not a whole lot that you can do about it, but just know that, you know what? I'm going to do this for you. Know that your sister's okay. And I'm going to pull and get to it. This is a fun tool to use. The Talking to Heaven cards by James Von Prague. I'm going to pull a card from your sister. Maybe to give you more clarity. In this process. That's hard. Losing a loved one, especially this recent, is it last week. Let's see. I'm just gonna clear them out real quick. I am so much better now. So I hope that has given you some peace of mind. I know it would me in that situation, but there's more. Hold on. Oh, man, that's tough. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So you don't have to necessarily be in a hurry to find what really happened. Just know that she's doing good. She's doing good. All right. Let me catch up on these. There's like 12 messages. Hold on a second. Okay, that's what you thought. Okay, so Donna said sometimes unfaithfulness doesn't always involve another person. Right. But there is a lesson involved in it, and just encourage you to tap into your own intuition to kind of gauge what that is. Don't fly off the handle and, I know you've been, you know what I mean? Approach it from a loving heart, because things happen for specific reasons. Even the hurt is there to teach you something. You're welcome. Terry wanted to know, will my nerve pain ever be under control? Yeah, that was pretty quick. I didn't even have to really do anything. It just automatically knew. All right. That was for the husband question, yes. Mariah says, is the moon being manipulated? Oh. Okay, I gotta get my own thoughts out of this. I don't want to be influencing the rods with my own Is the moon being manipulated? A big fat yes. I'm sure that's not a surprise to you. Even the Roz agree, not a surprise. Okay, let me catch up on some questions. Oh, Mike, hello. Blessings to you too. Angel's Star says meditation helps so much with nerve pain. Yes. And namaste, Mike. I'm sorry. I didn't see that comment till now. Respect to all wants to know, should I begin a new career in accounting? That's very specific. That's a good question. Should I begin a new job or new career in accounting? No. Holy moly. Maybe you were expecting that answer. Maybe you just wanted validation. So there it is for you. No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see. It's my girl. I knew it. I watch it every day. You could see, I don't know if you ever watch the moon, you can see the energy just flickering all around it and stuff. Like the moon's aura. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but I see it all the time. It's pretty amazing to watch. Manipulated by what? Well, that's not a yes or no question. That's the only downside about using rods or pendulum, is that they're yes or no based questions. Is March 18th going to be significant? That is the date that I had a feeling for. So let's see. March 18th. Yes, it's going to be very significant. And Mike, you could certainly ask a question, but before I scroll down to see it, Mariah wants to know, is the moon hollow? Ooh, yep. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my. Well, I'm sure there's stuff inside, but it's, well, Mariah, you know the answer to this. You know. Will my business prosper? What Mike wants to know. Will my business prosper? When you get a neutral answer like this, it really kind of is up to you. Whatever energy and effort you put into that, using the law of attraction, you can make it prosper. But right now it's neutral. It's basically up to you. So, but I will be sending energy for it to be prosperous. Where two or more gather, the energy flows where thoughts go. Not what has been taught. Let's see. Holly wants to know if her business will prosper. I'm asking it like it's my question. Will Holly's business prosper? Yes. It took a minute, but yes. Minja wants to know, will I find a house? Will Minja find a house? Neutral. It's really up to you. Oh. Closer to yes. Oh. Yes. So I don't know if you were thinking thoughts at that moment, but your thoughts create an energy and created a deeper answer. Maybe you asked it a different way in your own mind, but it affected the answer towards a yes. So yes, you will find a house. Mike says, I believe that. Hello, friends, from Kristen. Is Earth hollow? Mariah wants to know. I guess it really depends on what hollow means. It may be hollow, but I'm not going to put my thoughts into this. Yes, big fat yes. When it can't go any further than my shoulders, yes. Okay, I know, I'm going to ask a question. Is Agartha Is Agartha real? That's a big fat yes too. Your thoughts create your reality, Mike. Yes, law of attraction right there. Donna's right. Alrighty, Donna. Let's see. I can feel the energy off the rods and you. Good, good. Me too. Sometimes they give me goosebumps. I like to see if I get the same answers with mine. Yes, because your energy will also affect your higher self will answer through. Oh, you were going to ask about the Agartha question, Mariah. Mike's been working hard because he bought a new house. Congratulations! Congratulations. You know, sometimes when you change your environment, your finances adjust to meet those new demands. There's something going on outside. It's extremely windy right now, I guess. What's Agartha? It's the inner earth world. Google it. You'll have conflicting information on both sides. Use your own intuition to look more into that. But Agartha is definitely the inner earth. This is where, there's several civilizations living inside the earth. Do Lemurians live under Mount Shasta? Yes, I already knew that too. Same with I'll ask that. What about the Pleiadians? Of course. They found sinkholes in China. Yes. Mike says, I'll surprise you all with my Reiki and meditation room. I can't wait to see it. You'll have to message me before you go live, Mike, because I want to see it. Terry wants to know, will my grandchildren ever have babies? Neutral. Oh. Unless you ask it differently, maybe it's a slow yes, maybe not yet, but coming. So you can interpret it that way. Is my husband unfaithful with a woman from his past? Ooh, that's very, very significant, or very detailed. So let's see. That's a yes. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own, use your own discernment with these answers too. Angel Star wants to know, was I Native American in my past life? Let me wait for these to come neutral again. Native American in past life for Angel Star. Yes. Yes. Good job. You're welcome. By the way, everybody, thank you for all the likes and the love that you're sending out and all the new follows. I appreciate all of you for being here. Earlier today, if you missed it out, if you just came in recently, we talked about the chakras and the energy centers and how to go about healing those on your own. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the roses and the hearts. I didn't say that just to get new gifts or anything. Don't feel pressured for that. I'm doing this for fun because I want to connect with my followers because I love you guys. So Donna's gonna get some sleep. Love you. Glad I caught you. I'm glad you caught me too. I don't often see you in my life because you're so busy. You have a lot going on right now, so I'm sending you love to get some good night's sleep tonight because you deserve it. You're a hard worker. Has Molly been with me in my past life? Mariah wants to know. Yes. Good questions. Is Nicole my twin flame? Minja wants to know. Yes. And depending on what you've learned about twin flames, they're pretty much your like souls. And sometimes you're so alike that friction happens. So these are not always, I mean, these are, you come to teach and bring each other through growth. So whether that's good or it feels negative, it really is up to the roles that you're playing for each other. Whether you're here to be partners, lovers, or just deeply rooted friends, or just to teach lessons too. Sometimes those can be messy. So let's see. Marianne wants to know, has Shane been with me every lifetime? No. Tammy, will I get a job outside the home in 2023? Hold on, let me wait till they come forward and I'll ask your question. Tammy wants to know, will she get a job outside the home in 2023, this year? Neutral. But it looks like a more on the no side. So if you're struggling in a career path right now, know that something amazing is coming right behind it. So don't fret. I think I missed something in the comments here. Okay. Yep, I missed Holly's question. Will I hear back from my attorney in March? Yes. Yes. Will this be good news? Yes. Yes. Okay. Sorry I missed your question earlier, Holly. It just says, I've been learning about it. This is our third time. I can't go back far enough to know what that was talking about. Mariah, shouldn't have said every lifetime, because yes, you definitely were a spirit guide in another lifetime. So another question from Holly, will we have an answer from the attorney? Or will she, not we. I'm not part of that. But I can't wait to hear about it. So will Holly's attorney have an answer for her in March of this year? Yes. Yes. You're welcome, Tammy. All these hearts in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Okay. Angel Star, will my job play out soon? Slowly, but yes. That was unique. Slowly, but yes. Will the Iraq dinar revalue soon? Ooh, right. Not soon. Maybe if you ask a different way, it might give you a different answer. I don't know. Angel Star says she expected it to happen. Okay, good. Good. Everyone, you already know your answers. All you have to do, one thing, if I don't have access to my rods and I have a yes or no question, or any question in general, it doesn't have to be yes or no, is the way I tune into my intuition is obviously quieting down. I take my deep cleansing breaths, because what happens is when you do your breathing exercises, it resets the nervous system and allows for more focus and clarity when you're asking your questions. Breathing, and you're going to ask your question and then pause. And the first information that comes through, and it's pretty sometimes it'll come through before you're done asking your question, because a higher self is knows exactly what's going on. It's going to give you the answer that you're seeking. Trust that information. It's always quickly and always very boom. So pausing for sure. Let's see. Mike wants to know, will I ever get married again? Yes. Sorry, my printer was in my way. It wouldn't let me stop the rods, but yes. Yes, you will. Have faith in that. You're an amazing person. Of course you will. Holly wants to know, did I help my stepfather? Yes. You already knew that answer though. We all did. But this is a nice validation to, you know, when you're second guessing yourself, pick up the rods, get your validation pretty quickly. Oh. Let's see. Pauline says, yes, I knew the answer, but I didn't want to be right. I know, right? That's not always fun, especially if you get the answer that you're not really wanting. But Pauline says, love your energy. Thank you. You're part of this energy too, so it's not just me, it's you bringing in yours as well. So, and it's all about love in this channel. Jackie, hello, good evening. So good to see you. First thought is always right. That's intuition. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one of the first questions I ask my guides is, how do I know what the answer is? Thank you, Jackie, for the heart. And that's exactly what my guides tell me. It's always the first answer coming through. Stop doubting yourself. But the pause really helps me, and the way the answers come in. So when you're working with your intuition and your guides, you're thanks again, Mariah, for the hearts. Appreciate that. So I had a thought and that distracted me. Squirrel. I gotta close my eyes to disconnect for a second from the chat. I think I just lost it. Angel Star says, tap the screen, please. Tap, 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 tap. Thank you for all the likes, for all the love tonight, all the gifts and the energy that you bring into these sessions, these live sessions every Sunday, those that keep showing up. I'm so grateful for you being a part of this energy and this particular live. Look at me all getting all weepy. Oh, look at that. So cute. Thank you for that. The flower wreath. Those on YouTube that are watching the replay are not going to see these gifts coming up, but Mike just sent me a flower wreath for my head, so it was very pretty. Okay. Should Kia do YouTube lives? I'll be live tomorrow, but not my own channel. Those of you who are not doing anything tomorrow, Holly and I are going to be live on the Fearless Floyd show, talking about her session with me, her past life regression session, as her life on the Titanic. So if you want to hear that, if you haven't seen it on my YouTube channel, I posted about this sometime last year. We're going to replay that whole session, and we're going to have a conversation to an audience that is not familiar with past life regression, and it's going to be amazing because people's eyes are going to be like, we have pictures to show. I don't think I showed them before, so this is going to be really cool to watch. It's going to be noon Mountain Standard Time. Like I said, it's on YouTube, it's on BitChute, but it's under the Fearless Floyd show, under the live. So if you want to watch that tomorrow, I probably will eventually put a link in my link tree to that particular video that Holly and I are going to be on. The Holly that's in the chat right now, her and I will be on there talking about her session. Oh, sorry. And Holly asked, should Kia do YouTube lives? I already knew that answer, but I didn't want to hear it. Okay. Calling me out there, girly. Let's see. My husband's on his way to come get me. You were talking about intuition and the first reply you hear. Yes. Okay. The way it comes through. Okay, so you have your thoughts in the I frame. So I really hate my job. That's your thoughts. But thoughts that come in is like, we really should turn left coming up here, or we should take that. We should buy that ticket to the concert, or you. So the answers that come in as you or we, these are your guides giving you that information because they are part of you. And so we'll hear that yous and the we's. So that was one of the biggest things that helped me tune into my thoughts. You have to pay attention to your thoughts, especially if you have questions. Angel Star, I want to do past life regression so badly. I'm available. I do Zoom ones too. I prefer in person, but I do Zoom ones as well. Let's see. Eventually, I'll probably do another live session. Like when I first started doing TikTok lives, we did live past life regression sessions in my office, and also I did a live one on TikTok with Angels Do, or Donna, that was just in the chat earlier, if you missed her. And you can see those. I have links to those in my link tree in my bio if you want to watch. And I did a live session in Virginia Beach at the retreat that I did, that I helped facilitate out there with the past life regression portion of it anyway. That was Donna, or Angels Do event, and she invited me out there to help her with that, and I graciously accepted. And my viewers helped pay for my way out there, and I was so grateful. I honestly, I was just baffled at how fast people started getting me out there to pay for the plane tickets to get me out there. So I love my viewers, and I hope you can tell by the messages that I give and the information that I share for free. I don't do these for money or anything. I just love being part of the community, my viewers. Mariah says, yes, I would love that. That's how I found you. Yes, you found me on YouTube first, and then you realized I was doing TikTok lives, and that's how you came over. Yeah, your mom and I were just talking about that earlier. Thank you, everyone, for all the love, the likes, the hearts, the roses, the ice cream cones, the wreaths on my head, and the hand hearts, and all of the love and gifts that you've shown tonight. And don't ever think that you have to. I just love connecting with you. I love that you are being active in the chat too, because it helps me get through the hour of live that I do. And you watched that one a while back. Yeah, that happened last year. Yes. Mariah says, yes, well, I was guided. Of course, I believe in divine timing, and your intuition definitely guided you to me, because I remember other lifetimes, especially with your mom. So Angel Star, I need to be going too. So I'm grateful for all of you being here. And let's see, Mike says, great to see you, Kia. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you. Love and blessings back to you, all of you. I hope you have the most amazing week ever. Blessings to everyone, and I'll see you next Sunday, the same time, same place. So have a beautiful night. Sweet dreams.